My name's Kali Hayward. I'm a GP at Nunkawurrunyunti, which is an Aboriginal community-controlled health service in Adelaide. I'm also a medical educator, cultural educator for GPEX. I am a mum of 4 as well, which is one of my greatest achievements. So I am the current president of the Indigenous Doctors Association. It's a very important association for Aboriginal doctors to come together to talk about issues that we've faced as Aboriginal people, but Aboriginal doctors as well. I've been working as a GP now for about 9 years. Aboriginal doctors we're a unique bunch. Not only are we Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander, but we also have had varied experiences prior to getting into medicine. And so we've had doctors who have been health workers, Aboriginal health workers. We had doctors who have been police officers and coal miners. So we're in this unique space where we can relate on many different levels. For me, I was in high school in Sydney, and I left high school in year 11 because I became pregnant at 16. And so I left high school and went back to live with my parents. And I remember going to my GP in this rural town, and I thought I was doing the right thing. I'd go and see my GP and confirm my pregnancy and get signed up for antenatal classes and all the things you're supposed to be doing, because I didn't really know at being 16. And so I visited my GP, and the pregnancy test came back positive. It was no surprise to me, but he sat me down and he said to me, "You should be ashamed of yourself. How could you do this to your father?" And it wasn't until that very moment that I took that on board, and I thought, man, I should be ashamed, shouldn't I? If this man who's in a position of power and privilege thinks that I should be ashamed of myself, then maybe I should be. And so that from that moment forward, throughout my pregnancy and my subsequent pregnancies, I related pregnancy with shame. And so I wouldn't go out on the street unless my husband was with me. I'd cover up so people wouldn't see that I was pregnant, and I would become recluse. I wouldn't leave the house. And that carried on throughout my pregnancies. But the thing that it taught me was that as GPs, we need to be very careful and very mindful of what we say to our patients. Don't place our own judgments onto our patients. We are not walking in their shoes. We don't know what they've been through, so we cannot judge the position that they're in. And we need to be careful about what we say, because they can take that on board. But it also taught me that I can do better than you, and that's how I got into medicine, through spite. Because I know that I can do a better job than you, and I do not want any other Aboriginal teenagers coming to see this man and having those words thrown at them. And so that's why I'm a GP.